We got an epidemic of angry, frustrated single mothers, and the source of their anger, from what I've discovered, is that men don't want them as they are. Have you ever gone to a car lot and buy a car, try to buy a car, used cars, and the sign on the window says "as is"? I'm not trying to be funny, honestly, but there are these plethora of single mothers, angry, single, divorced women out there, 30 plus, starts from 30, it goes up, and their source of anger and frustration is that men don't want to take them as they are. And I don't know what you want to call them, single mothers, divorced women that are not mothers. I don't know what you want to call them, but I know what you cannot call them. You cannot call them happy and fulfilled. They are angry, they are frustrated, and they are mad because men out there, the men that they want, don't want them as they are. They lash out. They've lashed out at me. They lash out at the men out there, and they complain to their girlfriends and whoever lends an ear to them, Dr. Phil, whoever, that where are all the good men? Why can't they want us the way we are? Of course, they don't want the loser kind. They don't want the guy that nobody else wants, and they get when they initially get a divorce, when they initially put themselves back on the market after not being there for a while. They were busy pretending that they love the man that they chose for all the wrong reasons. They get a divorce and they do that unhappy BS, drop that unhappy BS on the poor chap, and they divorce him and they say, oh, he changed. When I married him, he was good and this and that, and then he changed. But you still picked him. And unless you were sexually, forcefully raped, you chose to have a child with him. He changed. Yeah, don't, I'm sorry, but that's not going to fly with me, because it's the oldest thing on earth. The man hopes the woman stays the same, and the woman hopes the man changes, into what they want. Well, no. He's going to be exactly the same guy that you met, that you turned a blind eye on. You ignored all the red flags because of other things, because your other things were being met. He had money, or I don't know, he was good in bed, or he was a wild and fun guy that liked to drink and do drugs and all those fun things. But you thought when he gets married, he's going to change. No, he's not going to change. He's going to be the same thing he is. Actually, worse. Do you know how many times I've heard that oh yeah, we were partying together, getting drunk, doing LSD, doing coke, doing all kinds of drugs, but we were young and single and dating, and I thought that when we married and when he has a child, he's going to change. Well, what made you think that? The core habits of a person are not going to change, so he's going to switch from cocaine and LSD to alcohol. And they want to blame the whole world except themselves. You will never get a woman to say, yes, I made a mistake. Yes, I made a poor choice. Yes, I picked the wrong guy. And I am to blame for part of this mistake, at least. Part of it. 50%. No. They say it's 99%, 100% his fault, and I'm not at fault. And now they're in the market. They divorce the guy, they take his money, whatever, and they're back in the market thinking men are going to fall over them. Well, yeah, if you're good looking, if you're attractive and have a good body, yeah, you're still going to get men that want to come to you, for the night, or maybe an extended one night stand, 2 nights, 3 nights, 6 months, 3 months. But he's not going to marry you unless he's a low value guy, and we both know you don't want that. You don't want some loser who has a 9-to-5 job making $40,000 a year. No, you want somebody who's top of the heap, but somehow miraculously chooses to be with a woman that's been divorced with a series of kids and a nasty ex in the background. I'm sorry, but the world doesn't work that way. People are so entitled and spoiled and think only of themselves, and they don't want to give, they only want to take, please show me a woman that is willing to give as much as she takes, because I haven't met one yet. But I come across a lot of them, directly and indirectly, that just want to take, and are not interested in giving anything back or paying for what they're taking. You know, I was listening to a stint from one of the famous women's coaches, and everybody in the audience were women, and he asks them, should a man pay for the dates, for the dinner? And the woman resoundingly said yes. And he put his head down and kind of shook his head, and then he brought his head back up and he said, and then you should give him sex anytime he wants it. The woman said no. And you know, he was just shaking his head. You know, it's going, there's got to be a different paradigm, because this is not going to work, ladies. This is not going to work, especially now that you are forcing that equal right BS into our face and down our throat. That's not going to fly. You're going to continue being unhappy, frustrated, angry, and unfulfilled. And I know I've said this again, but I'm going to repeat it again. The only thing you're going to end up with is the bottle and the pet. Because no man is going to put up with an unpleasant woman filled with baggage up to her neck, who's 30, 40 plus with kids, hopefully one series of kids, sometimes two series of kids, and multiple exes in the background, and she expects to get the premium quality man. It's not going to work that way. I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but I have decided long ago I'm just not going to put up with that. I'm not going to try to please these women, because it's a futile effort. You will never please these women, never. So as I've always said, your goal in life should be to please yourself. And if a woman is there that's going to enhance your life, yeah, let her come to your life, as long as she doesn't give you drama, and you'll be respectful and kind to her, and you know, enter the relationship of a give and take, on a give and take basis. But the moment she starts being bitchy, and she starts expecting you to wait on her hand and foot and forego your own happiness to make her happy and to live for her because she's giving you the pleasure of her time, no. You're both giving your time to each other. No one is higher than the other. If one is giving even 49 instead of 50, it's not worth it. That's not good enough. All the best.